Parker Joshua. Let's get into it. Joseph Parker, I watched his fights, a lot of his fights back to back last night because I haven't had the opportunity to just sit down and study Parker. I haven't followed his career as much as I have a lot of other fighters in the sport. I'm happy that this fight is taking place because it's one step closer to a Wilder match versus Joshua. I think that Joshua is going to get in there and take care of business. But before I get into him, I'm going to want to talk about Parker, the things that I like about him and the things that I don't like. Um, the things that I like about him is he's a ferocious fighter. He goes in full speed ahead. He's very fast. He's very intelligent. He's quick. I like his foot movement. I like all of his movement in the ring. I like the fact that he moves off of flurries. He can string together combinations. He has a solid jab. He has power in both hands. These are things that this guy can do pretty well. He defends okay. His defense is not, as well rounded as it should be, but he can defend himself pretty well. What I don't like about Parker is he telegraphs what he's going to do when he's planning on trying to hurt you with a severe punch or when he thinks that he has you in trouble and he's going for the knockout. What he does is he measures his punches, his power punches with his jab. He'll put his jab out there and then he'll come over the top or go underneath with a right hook or a left hook. Those are his power shots. His both of his hooks are his power shots, and he'll be looking to land that tonight on Anthony Joshua. But that's what I don't like about him. And he's going to leave himself susceptible to an uppercut, a right hand uppercut by Anthony Joshua, and get himself knocked out pretty early in the fight if he does that. And he has a bad habit of doing that with the fights that I watched last night. I watched at least 4 or 5 fights with him in it last night, and he did it in every single one of those matches. He was measuring his power shots when he had his guy in trouble. So when he believes that he has you in trouble, he goes in for the kill. And how he gets you in trouble is he throws pretty good combinations, but he likes to throw flurries first before he gets into the combinations. So he'll throw a flurry, he'll catch you off guard with his speed, and once you open yourself up, he goes in for the kill with combinations to the body, and he'll go to the head. And when he does go to the head, man, it's devastating. He'll come left and right with those hooks, and those hooks normally knock his opponents down. So that's what Joseph Parker does well, and that's what he does bad. I think that what he does bad is what's going to get him knocked out tonight pretty early. I'll give him at least six to 8 rounds. But I'm thinking even before that, he may get himself knocked out if he's in there measuring punches. Now, if he doesn't measure his power shots and he has a different game plan, he's found a way to break that habit of measuring his power shots, then I'll say this fight can possibly go the distance, at least to the 10th or 11th round, but if not, he's going to get himself knocked out early, because Anthony Joshua is a technical fighter just like he is. I think Parker is a very technical fighter. He knows what he's doing in there. He puts together a pretty good, solid game plan, and he goes in there and he takes care of business each time. But Anthony Joshua is as technical as he is. He's as sound as he is. He's just not as fast as Joseph Parker is. So Anthony Joshua, what he does well, his jab is very, very stern. He moves well in the ring as just as well as Parker. He can slip punches. His defense is okay. Just like Parker, they're both kind of similar fighters in a certain regard. Outside of the fact that Parker is faster than Anthony Joshua is, and that's due to all of the muscle that Joshua has. But that also plays to his benefit because he's able to hurt guys, given the fact that he is massive. So Anthony Joshua, he puts together combinations pretty well. He has power in both hands, but his right hand is pretty solid. He has two solid punches that'll put you on the floor, and that's gonna be his straight right and his right hook. That's what's gonna get you in trouble every time. Whether he throws it to the body or whether he goes to the head with it, either way, you're gonna be in trouble if he lands those punches. And he picks and chooses where he's gonna throw his punches and when he's gonna do it. So that works well, for Anthony Joshua. Now, what I don't like about Anthony Joshua are two things. His stamina is number one. He runs out of gas, midway through the fight. But he's been getting better in his last few fights with his stamina issues. And I think the Klitschko fight put him over the top with knowing that he has to work on that stamina and drop some of that mass so that he's able to continue in the fight, especially when he has his opponents in trouble. Um, he'll have the energy to be able to put them away instead of trying to survive, in those in between rounds, when he has his opponents in trouble. So um, I think that if he works on that, he'll be a champ for a while. Uh, Another thing that he does well is he has natural strength, natural upper body, lower body strength, and he can hit you from a distance and hurt you, or he can devastate you up close. But it's also a gift and a curse because what I watched with Anthony Joshua in a lot of his fights, and I watched him in back-to-back fights last night. They had him on Showtime. What I watched with him is he makes he these this is a major mistake of his, and I don't know why his camp hasn't picked up on it or why anybody hasn't told him. But Anthony Joshua, he doesn't have explosion. I'm sorry, he's not explosive with his punches, and what I mean by that is he doesn't sit on his punches the way Mike Tyson used to. Mike Tyson used to plant his lead foot, almost squatting, if you will. He would plant his lead foot and he would come off his back foot, and it was almost as if he was in a thrusting motion coming from the bottom to the top to dig into your body or to dig into your face. All of his punches were like he had a meat cleaver in his hands, and he was trying to gut you, and he was always doing that. And when he did it, guys 9 times out of 10 were extremely stunned, or they got knocked out right away. Whenever he would do that, and Anthony Joshua does not sit on his punches at all. He throws right from a upright position, and he'll hit you, and it's gonna hurt because he has mass and he's able to back opponents up and he's able to hurt them. But the reason why he's not able to get them out of there in the fashion that he wants to get them out of there in the time frame that he wants to is because he lacks that explosiveness. If he planted his lead foot and came off his back foot with his punches when he's getting ready to devastate his opponents, when he's getting ready to stun them or hurt them extremely bad or knock them out, he can't put them away. When he's getting ready to do it, he'll just stand in the upright position and he'll hit you, and it hurts these guys, but it takes him too long to knock them out. And in that time frame, he's losing a lot of stamina, he's losing a lot of energy, in the fight, and that's what's causing him to tire out in those moments where he really should have energy to be able to put these guys away in a moment of crisis for these guys. So those are the things that I like and dislike about both guys. I believe that Parker is going to telegraph his punches because, like I said, he has a bad habit of doing that. And when he telegraphs, Anthony Joshua is going to capitalize because he slips well. He's very technical. He pays attention to what his opponents are doing in the ring, and he's going to see it because I've seen it in like I said, in multiple fights of his back-to-back fights that I watched, he does it every single time, and he can't do that against a guy that's at this level. He's gonna get knocked out early. So mark my words, man. Watch this fight. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments at the bottom. Let me know who you think is gonna win and why. But those are my reasons, man. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.